Okay, to start this solo, you're going to hold down the B and G strings both at the 4th fret, and you're going to play them together and you're going to bend them up and release them twice. Then you're going to do that again, and that's the first bar. In the next bar you're going to do the same thing again, then 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the D, then 4th fret on the D again, 2nd on the G, back to the 4th on the D. So that bar, you get that. Okay, next bar, 2nd fret on the E. Right, what we're doing there on the G string is 4th fret, bending up and releasing, pulling off onto 2, then playing 4 on the D. So together you get, you're going to repeat that, then you're going to play the E and the B strings together at the 2nd fret, then a bend and release on the 4th fret of the G, playing off onto 2, 4th fret on the D. So that little phrase, then you're going to roll your finger over, you're holding down the B and the G strings at the 4th fret again, then at the 2nd fret, and then 4th fret on the D. So okay, now you're going to get this little F sharp minor pentatonic run, and what you do is you're going to go, this happens quite a lot. What we're going to do is 2 on the 7th fret of the B, 5th fret, and then you're going to slide up to 7. So it's pick, 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 slide. We're going to do the same thing, this time playing 2 on the 10, picking 7, then sliding up to 10, then we're going to go 2 on the 12, pick 10, slide up to 12, 2 on the 14, pick 12, slide up to 14. So you get like that. Right, next bar. Right, 2 on a 17, 14, 17. This is all on the B string, by the way. Then 14 on the E, 14 on the B, then 17 on the B, bending up 2 frets. To finish off that bar, 14 on the E, putting off 17 to 14 on the B. Like that. Okay, next bar. On the B string, hammering from 14 to 17, back to 14. and 17 on the G, back to 14 on the B. Okay, then this is an interesting one. B string, hammering and pulling off from 13 to 14, back to 13. 16 on the G, back to 13 on the B. And then 16 on the G, bending up and releasing. That's it. And then we're going to play 14 and 16 on the G. And then bending that 16 up 2 frets. And then while it's still bent, you're going to play 17 on the E. Then play the 16 again and let it down. So you get like that. Then we're going to go back and forth between the G and the D strings. 14 on the G, 16 on the D, same thing again, 14, 16, and then 16 on G, 16 on the D, 14, slight quarter tone bend, and then 16. I'll put that together. Like that. Right. This bit I actually found the trickiest. It looks simple, but it took a lot of practice for me. Right, okay, does this kind of repeated figure. I'm going to break it up into kind of 3 chunks for this. It makes sense to me to do it that way. So the first one is going to be a 4-note cluster. You're going to play 14th fret, hammering onto 17th fret on the E. Then you're going to hammer from 16 to 17. So you get pick, hammer, pick, hammer. Then the next cluster, it does the same thing, but it adds an extra hammer on from 16 to 17. So the second cluster, like that. Then the third cluster, it's the same as the second, but with more hammering pulling off. It goes 14 to 17, and then you're just going to pick the 16th fret and you're just going to hammer, pull off, hammer back on again. So there's slightly less picking in that third cluster. Together it will sound like this. There you go. Okay. Next bar. On the E string, it's just 2 pull-offs. You pick the 17, pull off onto 16, then 14. Play 17 on the B, go back up to 16 on the E, like that. Then that's going to be pulling, hammering and pulling off 14, 16, 14 on the E. 17 on the B, back up to 14 on the E, then bend from the 17th fret on the B up 2 frets. Like that. Then while that's still bent, pick 17 on the E, re-pick the 17th fret that's bent on the B, let it down. Then from there, once you've done that release, you pull off onto B, onto the 14th fret of the B, 16th fret on the G, 17th fret on the B. Then you're going to do hammer pull off, 14, 17, 14 on the B, 16th fret on the G. Then we're going to get that's 14 and 17 on the E, 14, 17 on the B, and then once you've picked that last note, bend it up a tone, 2 frets, then play 14 on the E, pull off from 17 to 14 on the B, like so. Almost at the end. Alright, typical lick this, 14 on the E, pulling off 17 to 14 on the B, then from the 16th fret on the G, bend and release, then 14 on the G, 16 on the D, then a little double stop on the B and G strings, 16th fret, then 16 on the D, 14th fret quarter tone bend on the G, and then 16th fret on the D. And then it's a series of unison bends at the end. You're playing 14th fret on the E, 17th fret on the B, but bending it up till it's the same pitch, 2 frets. Holds that for a bar and a half, and then bends it again while it's still bent up, pick it one more time and let it down. Then the next bar he does this 4 times where unison bends and releases it basically. Then next bar does it one more time, then moves the whole thing up 3 frets, so we're now on the 17th fret and the 20th fret, bending on the 20th fret, so you get and that's the end of the song.